Let's now try to actually open up some files and look at some different modes for viewing your documents. So if you're following along with me, you have a new blank document and we'll have that there, and go directly to the File tab. And if you have the exercise files, click Open, select Browse. That allows us to go browsing all locations, whether they be online or locally on our hard drive. As you can see on my desktop, I have my exercise files folder and I am in the chapter 1 folder. You can go there too if you have these files, and let's start with Best of London Hotels Guide. Select it and click Open. So this document opens up. As we scroll down, you can use your real mouse or the scroll bar. You can see it's multiple pages, and in fact, if we look at the left hand side corner, it is 7 pages in all. So we can continue to view the document scrolling this way, getting a feel for the layout of the document, the formatting, etc. If you're more interested in just reading the document, you can switch modes. Let's start by going to the View tab. You will notice up here in the View section, we have a number of different options like Read mode. Give that a click. Now in the Read mode, you're not actually editing your document, you're just looking at it, and you are probably looking at it in a different way. Now you may see something different at all the panels you used last. Notice also that there is no scroll bar to scroll up and down. Instead, we are going to be moving left and right. So, have a button on the left for navigating and a button on the right. You will also notice the number of pages are jumped in my case to 21. As we click that navigation button, we are going to move from left to right through the file content. Not concerned with the layout, but just reading and viewing the content. So, it is a totally different mode. Now, if you wanted to, you can go up to the View menu. Notice that there is no ribbon across the top, but from the View menu, we can go down to Layout and see that we are actually using something called column layout. Better suited for reading, but we can switch to paper layout. If you prefer that traditional view and using a scroll bar to scroll vertically through the document, so it's a very similar to print layout, except we can't go in here and start editing. If you want to, you can go back to the View menu and choose Edit Document. That switches you back to print layout. Or if you prefer, you can go down to the bottom right hand corner and you can see that the print layout mode can be selected from here as well. Give it a click. Right, let's go up to Files to close a document. We simply select Close from the Backstage field. If you have made changes to the document, you will be prompted to save them. If you didn't, like we didn't, it simply closes up the file, takes you to any other open files where you left off. In this case, our new blank document, let's go up to File and go to Open, and we will open a different document, and by selecting Browse and navigating to chapter 1 folder of our exercise files, there is a press release there. Click and open it up. Right, so this is a different kind of looking document, mainly text. This would be a good candidate for read mode if you wanted to switch to read mode. Give it a click from down here this time, and you can see we are still in that same layout that we were using when we were looking at the previous document. Now let's go up to View, go down to Layout and change it over to column layout. Now you can see browsing through this document, because we are zoomed in, it is much easier to see and read. We are not concerned with the layout and the formatting. There's the end of the document there button down here on the bottom right corner, and we will scroll all the way back up to the top. And when you are ready to close this file up, click File and Close. Back to your new blank document. We can close that up as well. Click File and Close there, and now you can see that we are left with nothing. So we are ready to start working on the documents as we continue into the next movie.